So our last couple of nights are going to be in Toodyay, and this is the little cabin that we're in. We've got some bad weather coming tomorrow, so we are not going to be doing any more camping this trip. It's quite a nice little unit. It doesn't have an ensuite, you have to use the shared ablution block. But TV, microwave, fridge, cooker, sink, and there'll be the usual kitchen stuff in there. Table and chairs over this side, and another bed in there. So yeah, quite a reasonable sized little unit. Air conditioning, and even a little balcony to sit out on. Caravan park's in a nice location, but unfortunately the riverbanks not exactly picturesque, I suppose. Pretty muddy and unpleasant. Nice being next to the river, I guess, and for the view, but not much point in walking down here. Very muddy and marshy at the moment, probably because of the high level of the river. What kind of clown gave planning permission for a caravan park to be situated that close to a railway? These things run at least every 40 minutes, most of the day, well, all of the day, and a large part of the night. This is the main rail line from Perth to Kalgoorlie. This is a nice little caravan park otherwise, but I tell you what, we won't be staying here again. This is just bedlam every time these things come past. It's ridiculous. Look at the length of it. It goes on and on and on. And all there is between us and that is just the road. Some cretin at the Shire who gave permission for a caravan park to be put here should be kicked in the backside. Of course it was years and years ago, so whoever they are long gone by now. But this is just so disruptive and so disturbing each time these things come up and down. Look at the length of this bloody train. It just goes on and on and on. So be warned, if you stay in the Toodyay Caravan Park, this is what you've got to put up with about every 40 minutes. It does cease late at night, but it begins again in the very early hours of the morning, so not our ideal place to stay. And yeah, we're not going to be back here anytime soon. Just get the length of these bloody things. Jeez, I wasn't counting, but there was a hell of a lot of bloody carriages on that. Well, there's a bit of a change. You probably just saw the horrendously grey, rainy weather we were driving through, but as soon as we got back to town, we got some nice sun. So that's very pleasant. Looks like there's a bit of an RV parking area in here. Just go and check that out. It's in behind the toilets, the public toilets. So presumably some bigger parking bays for caravans and RVs. Well, not precisely, but just an area where, if it's fairly clear, RVs can get in. It looks like there's some RV parking down along the side here, but those are just ordinary parking bays that they've got into because there's nobody else around at the moment, I think. Not sure why, but a lot of the shops along the strip in the main part of town don't appear to be open. Sort of strange. I don't know if this place is going through a bit of a recession again. It's not much open, and it's a Monday morning. Okay, I guess that explains it. Half the town doesn't open on Monday. It's rather odd, but never mind. It's the only day we're here. So, unfortunately, no treats from the bakery today.
Ground in here. All along here is pretty flat.
Oh, is this the prospector?
The prospector, yes.
Yeah, it looks quite nice, huh? Short train, though.
Yes.
So we've just been having a look at Cobbler Pool. There's three distinct areas here. When you come in across the railway, if you turn left, it'll take you down to a much larger area. Quite a lot of space down there for caravans and all sorts of different rigs. If you go straight ahead, it'll take you down a rather steep incline right next to the river, and if you turn right, it brings you down to this little area down the bottom, nice big sort of flat area, and plenty of space here as well, really. You can past a couple of sea containers with a roof. I assume all that's got to do with the Avon descent. But yeah, it's a very, very nice little campsite here. The only minus, I guess, is the trains coming past. But if you can put up with that, very, very pleasant little area, plenty of shade, open spaces if you want to park in the sun for solar, and certainly at this time of year with the river running, it is very pleasant indeed. Okay, this is a supposed campsite at a place called Dewar's Pool, north of Toodyay, about 9 kilometres north. You're looking at it here. It's
Just off the road.
very, very tiny. You would get about one caravan in here, and that's it. This is a very, very small site. I'll just back up a little bit so you can see the entirety of it. You can see the bridge there. You come across the bridge, turn into it, and that's it. It's just a little turnaround. I don't know what clever person put this one down as a campsite. It's tiny. One van only, I think, or a motorhome. Waste of time. I think we wasted our time coming up to look at it. The other one at Cobblers Pool was excellent, but this is just rubbish. Just about get a caravan around the corner. I wouldn't even bring a big caravan in here, I don't think. If you were really desperate for somewhere to stop, yes, but I would definitely recommend you go on to Cobblers Pool, where we've just come from. Toodyay to another people. That train.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think that's about it for the trip, guys. I don't think we've got much else to do today, and certainly we'll be heading home early tomorrow. So I hope you've enjoyed the ride along with us, and hopefully you'll be back next Saturday to see what we've got coming up. This little adventure has been quite an interesting one. It's been rather expensive because we've had to stay in cabins and caravan parks and motels a little bit more than we anticipated, but overall, good trip. I think we've only had 2 days of bad weather. The rest of the trip has been pretty good, so happy with that. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel next Saturday. See you later, guys. Cheers. Coming down Toodyay Road on the way to Midland, and we passed Noble Falls, so I thought, why not just drop in for a couple of minutes and see how the falls are running this time of year. Pretty good. Of course, at the end of summer that's bone dry, it doesn't flow at all. So always wonderful to see that water coming across the rock bar here. Beautiful little spot here in the hills, very popular on weekends. As you can see, midweek, hardly a soul around, 1 or 2 people. But that's the end of the trip now. We only got to go down the hill to Midland, Underway Highway, down Kwinana Freeway, and then we're home.